Welcome everyone. It is Donna Gray here, your Stamping Up demonstrator from the Scenic Rim in Queensland, coming to you live for the last time before I go away on my incentive trip. So this is my last hurrah, everyone. I thought I'm going to jump on, have a crafty session with you because I'm going to miss you guys. Like, I'm going to be gone for like 4 weeks, so I'm really going to miss hanging out and crafting with you every morning because this is the best part of my day. It really is. If this is the first time that you have watched, my name is Donna Gray and I'm a Stamping Up demonstrator from the Scenic Rim in Queensland, Australia. And I come to you live a few times a week showing you brand new products that we have available in our Stampin' Up range, and I craft and give you creative inspiration of how to use these awesome products. So please jump in, say hello, let me know where you're watching from, and generally just have a good time. I'm going to do a little bit of a spin on I'm doing my incentive trip swaps and I've nearly got them done. Everyone keeps saying to me, have you got your swaps done yet? I'm so close to having them done. It's not funny. I've just got to put the ribbon on them and the embellishments and adhere a few inserts in and put them in the bags and I'm done. So the majority of my incentive trip swaps are done. Now I want to put the disclaimer out there because we get in trouble talking about these incentive trips and everything because it's not the norm that everyone earns these trips. We work very, very hard. Each and every person that goes on this trip really, really deserves the breakaway and the trip because we work our businesses hard. And I actually have said to people, I work harder now than I ever have done in my whole entire life. But 0.1% of demonstrators achieve the level of earning these incentive trips. So, I had to make 26, Julie. So it's an organized swap. So so you do 25 swaps. So I will hand in the 26. They'll put one up on a board and display them so that everyone can see all the swaps because there's probably over 500 demonstrators that are going. So you only get 25 swaps. So some people said that they wanted to sign up twice. I mean, they'd have to be crazy because it's hard enough making the 25 that we have to do, or the 26 that we have to do anyway. But yeah, so I will swap 25 and I will get 25 back. So if I will definitely, Deirdre, I will definitely have a lovely time away with Fiona and Beck. I can't wait to give them a big squeeze and hang out with them. And I'm super excited because Fiona's bringing Bart along this time. So that will be a nice change. He's never been on a trip with her before. So I'm really looking forward to meeting Fiona's husband. Normally she's got her son with her, and I always take Danny with me, but normally she's got her son Eden with her. So it will be a big change for her to have Bart along, and we're all excited to hang out and have a great time. I can't show you just yet, Julie, because I can't show the swap because then that will wreck it for everybody that's going to swap with me overseas. So I'm happy to show it afterwards, but so I'm going to do a little bit of a spin on it. I'm going to change up colors and stuff, but you'll get a bit of an idea. I just didn't want to do the exact swap, but that's what I'm actually going to create for you this morning. And I might even have time. I don't know. I might get 2 cards done today. I might give you a double whammy this morning just for something special. Please make sure you share and like this video so that more people sorry, I'm in the process of messaging about money that was supposed to be paid into our accounts before we leave on the incentive trip. So anyway, so please like and share the video. Let's get as many people as we can. This is the last hurrah before I go away. So let's see how many people we can get on. Let's see if we can get that. No, that's all right, Julie. Let's see if we can get the amount of people that are viewing this morning up. I know I'm on later than normal, so people are probably like, what? Hey, she's on at 10 o'clock. What's this? But of course, I've been working so hard that I had a little bit of a sleep in, and then mum and dad rang me, and I was just a little bit slow off the start this morning. And I've got so much to do today because I've got to mow the lawn, I've got to clean the house, got to vacuum and mop, I've got to clean the bathrooms, I've got to change the sheets on the bed, like all these things that I have to do before you go away. And I sometimes wonder, why do we do all these things before we go away? But anyway, I want to come home to, I'm assuming that being away for a month by the time I get home, it will be a little bit chilly when I get home. So I'm changing my sheets over to the flannelette sheets, so I'll be nice and warm and cozy when I get home. It'll be a bit hard. We'll come from summer over there and come home to probably pretty cold and winter here. So it might be a shock to the system. So, hey, Marilyn, lovely to see you. And happy birthday, Matthew. Yes, it's Matthew's birthday, everyone, today. So everyone say happy birthday to Matthew. And I did see that on Facebook, Matthew, and I was going to send you a message. So I hope you have a lovely day. Are you hanging out with your parents? Are they going to, yeah, those yucky jobs, Matthew? Exactly. But sadly, we have to do the yucky jobs. And I think if I'm going to be away for a month, the lawn is going to be really long. So I'm going to try and mow the lawn as short as I possibly can get it. And I want to spray a bit of poison around, like to kill the weeds and things. So there's quite a few things that I've got on my list of jobs to do. Okay, so while people are jumping in, I just want to talk about a couple of things. We've got an awesome starter kit special, and I've already had new team members join already, so I'm super excited to be inviting more people into our Wild Heart Crafters community. If you want to belong to a wonderful crafty community and be supported and make awesome crafty friends, then the starter kit special is definitely the way to go. I always say to people, there's no reason to not have a discount. Like, I physically cannot understand why people would want to pay full price for anything if there's an option that you can get a discount. I am a no pressure person. I had Christine that was here. I don't know whether Christine's on this morning. I know she works, so I don't know whether she sneaks a peek at the video while I work. But Christine was here on the weekend, and she's a brand new crafter. And she was so super excited to create her first card. And the squeal of joy that came out of her when she finished her first card was just priceless. And I actually said to Christine, because she needed to buy so many things, and I said, the best way to do it is to purchase a starter kit. So she took me up on that offer yesterday, and she signed up. She's now a part of the Wild Heart Crafters team, and she's going to not believe how awesome that decision was that she made, because just to be a part of that crafty community is, you cannot put a price tag on that. Plus to have help and guidance with what you're going to buy. And not to mention, you're getting everything with a discount. The starter kit is the best special to ever buy. It's the best way you can ever buy your products. And they've sweetened the deal just for the month of May. You get to choose $303 worth of product, and you only pay $169. It gets delivered to your door freight free. So it is a great way to get you started in a new crafty hobby. Or if you're already a Stampin' Up lover, it is definitely a great way to get you started on your journey with Stampin' Up and your journey with us as the Wild Heart Crafters, and becoming a part of an awesome crafty community. I never want anyone to feel like they craft alone. I always want everyone that is crafting to feel like they have a community around them, and that's what I'm all about. I'm about that community and that help and that guidance and that friendship that we get through Stampin' Up. And I just want to tell you, my story with Stampin' Up is that I never would have believed what Stampin' Up was going to bring to my life nearly 9 years ago when I signed up to Stampin' Up. I had no idea the joy, the friendships that I was going to create. I mean, type it in the comments. Let me know if you're a part of Stampin' Up. Let people know how awesome it has been to have Stampin' Up in your life. Like, it is the friendships, it is the crafty community, it is that family and that feeling like you actually have a sense of belonging. Now, I had never traveled overseas before I joined Stampin' Up. I never had enough money to do many things. We had state hockey players for children, and we were spending lots and lots of money on getting those to their trainings and to their national championships. And we were flat strapped on the borderline. We had not a lot of income at all. And I have shared my love of crafting with many of you, like globally, which is absolutely awesome. I've got so many people that have followed me globally, but I can honestly tell you it has been a beautiful journey, and it's a journey that I'm still definitely wanting to be on. And it's helped me through a lot of hard times too, I must admit. It has helped me in probably one of the hardest times in my life. And Stampin' Up has been that constant. It's been that that awesome part of my life that has been a constant part of my life and a constant joy in my life. So, so please feel free to. The stamping community is awesome. Sue's saying the same thing. It is just really wonderful to be a part of that community, and even things like how it has changed the lives of my team members. Like I have had team members that one of them used to say to me, "You have given me purpose to get out of bed of a morning." And that just, she was a lady that was very ill, sadly is not with us anymore, but I can tell you the joy that Stampin' Up brought to her life for the time that I was involved with her towards the end of her life. Her life was a much better life with the joy of crafting and the joy of a crafty community around them. So, good morning to everyone that's jumping in. Thank you very much for jumping in. The other quick thing I wanted to talk about is my catalog launch party. I'll show you some sneak peeks later on. Oh my God, you are going to love it. Everyone that has signed up for the catalog launch party, and it's not too late. If you think maybe I need to sign up for it, I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed. 10 awesome projects, $85 worth of product delivered to your door, ready to craft. And all of those videos are going to go live on the 10th of May. Now, for the people that have already registered, I ordered all of your products yesterday and got them sent out to you. They will be coming directly from Stampin' Up. So keep an eye on that letterbox and watch for your products to arrive. If they're not there in time for the 10th, then yes, I did, Colleen, and I will answer that question. Sorry. I will do that. I will get to emailing you out the PDF, definitely. So I'm so sorry. In the whole midst of me trying to get everything out, obviously I've mucked up on yours. I do apologize. So I'm trying to remember, did you get 2 of the same PDF? I will send you both PDFs in an email. It will be easier that way, so that you've definitely got both of them. So the catalog launch party is, I'm showcasing that beautiful Florals in Bloom suite. You will need both bundles. Now, at the time of registration, as I said, it's not too late to register. At the time of registration, you can purchase the 2 bundles on top of your registration fee. You can also purchase the in-color ink pads and the in-color Stampin' Right markers as well. So there is an option to add those into your cart at the time of registration. So please feel free to scan that QR code there. I will show you some of the samples later on as we get going. And the only other thing I wanted to talk quickly and briefly about is my 2-day craft retreat is the 28th and 29th of June. I will be designing all of those projects when I get back from being overseas. But I can tell you, we are going to be using the Impressions of Bloom. And for the 2 days, you get 8 gorgeous projects. You get the stamp and die bundle. You get the designer series paper. You get a roller ribbon, a pack of embellishments. You will get cardstock to make the 8 projects, and you'll also get a printed PDF showing instructions step by step how to create the gorgeous projects. It is a card making retreat, so they will be card making projects. So if you're a card maker, definitely jump on. You can actually get a retreat in a box. So if you don't live locally and can't attend in the scenic rim here in Queensland, then you can always order a retreat in a box. The only thing you're going to need is your own ink pads and your own crafting tools and adhesives. That is it. So everything else will be included. So please scan that QR code there on the screen, or you can actually choose to click on the link in the description of this video. All right, so let's pop our camera down, and I've got a couple of things. So my color scheme that I thought I would do this morning to change up, I'm doing a card that's very similar to my swap. I'm not going to show you my swap because I don't want to wreck the surprise for the people on the incentive trip. And don't anyone tell Fiona I've made her a swap so she can take one of my cards home. She mentioned it in her video the other night. If you don't follow Fiona Carson, you need to follow her. She is such a card. And she said that she is going to grab us before we hand our swaps in to get a picture of our swaps. So I've got a surprise. I've made a swap for her. Hopefully she's not watching this. Hopefully she's already taken off and got on her way for her incentive trip, or she's about to. And she's not watching my video. But I have created a swap for her so she can actually take the physical card home instead of having to try and grab a photo of it before I hand them in. All right, so I'm just going to grab some basic white thick, and I might, and I just went to pull it out of my shelf, and of course everything else goes everywhere. So I might actually, I'll cut 2 card bases here because I might make 2 of these. I don't know. I could do it a couple of different ways. So let's see what we can do. All right, so I'm just going to cut 2 card bases. I'm using the basic white thick, and unfortunately the basic white thick at the moment is currently unavailable. I keep checking every day. I checked. I haven't checked this morning, so if anyone knows if it's available, please let me know, because I'm chomping at the bit to actually order some basic white thick because I use it for lots of my card bases. All right, so I'm going to actually keep that because I actually want that for part of my card. All right, so I've got basic white cardstock for my card base. The next thing that I want to do is I might do one this way and maybe one this way. Let's try that. So I've got soft seafoam and I've got strawberry slush. I need to cut this one in half so I can cut what I need out of that. So let's do that. I'm going to create 2 cards. Let's create 2 different combinations here because I can't make my mind up which way I want to do it. So I'm going to make 2 combinations of it. All right. So I'm going to use let me bring in the stamp set first. So I'm going to use Gallery Blooms. Whoops. Gallery Blooms is one. And I'm also, all my ink pads are falling all over my desk here now. And I'm also going to use the Beautiful Motives. So this is in the Gallery Bloom, well, it's not called the Gallery Bloom Suite. It's called something else. I can't remember what it's called. It's not called the Gallery Bloom Suite. Let me see. Oh, I just lost the chat that I was chatting. Anyway. Sorry, I'm talking to Stampin' Up. Hopefully that will, anyway. All right, so it is, let me actually just double check. It's called something else. Someone else has probably already typed it into the comments. Let me see. It's called Beautiful Gallery Suite. It's the heading that I've got up there. But anyway, Beautiful Gallery Suite is what it's called. It took me a little while to get that. But the Beautiful Gallery Suite is these 2 stamp and die sets. So they both go together. You can see this one is predominantly flowers. This one is predominantly the words. I've used bits and pieces out of both. So I'm actually going to have a combination of both of those. I'm going to bring in Strawberry Slush ink, and I'm also going to bring in soft seafoam ink. So we will use those, and I'm probably going to need, I'm just getting all of these ink pads out of the way so they don't keep falling all over my desk every time I move something. All right. Now, in the Gallery Blooms, there is this awesome die, which is the rectangle die. So I'm going to cut that out of the Strawberry Slush, and I'm also going to cut that out of the soft seafoam. So we will bring our cut and emboss machine in and we will get that sorted. Okay. So of course, with the cut and emboss machine, we are going to use, so for anyone that hasn't used our cut and emboss machine before, when we are cutting, it tells us on our plate what we need to do. And I'm sorry, but mine is a well-used cut and emboss machine. So plate number 1, it tells us here everything that we need to do. We are actually going to do die cutting. It tells us the combination. We need number 1 plate, and they're all numbered. Number 2 plate, number 3, and our cardstock and our die, and then another number 3. So I've got number 1, I've got number 2, I've got number 3. I'm going to pop my strawberry slush on there with my die, and we will run that one through. And when you, my plates are quite bowed and warped. I like to, the one that's really bowed, I like to put it on the bottom and try and get it to, and that cracking noise is totally normal. I should have put it on a bit of an angle so there's not a big clunk at the end, but there is a big clunk at the end because I didn't put it on an angle. But typically when you've got a rectangle or a square, anything with quite a straight edge, the idea would be to put it on an angle on your plate. Now, I just hit this on the top here, and it releases those rectangles out of that die. So out of that die, we have 1, 2, and 3 pieces out of that die. All right, so let's run our soft seafoam through, and we will get one of those as well. And we're just going to do this in a couple of different colors and just see what it looks like. All right. So we have that, and we will do that again, and we'll pull them out. Okay, so we've got that. The next thing what I want to do is we need to stamp some of the gorgeous flowers. So let's pop that machine over there. I'll pop my die back in here. Okay, so we want to stamp the large flower. So let's grab that out and pop it onto a block. So I'm going to stamp 1 in strawberry slush, and then I'm also going to stamp 1 in soft seafoam, because we're going to do this in 2 different color combinations and see what it looks like. All right, I'll just grab a half piece of basic white. I'll quickly just cut that through. There seems to be a weird noise outside. I don't know what people are doing, but people are doing something weird outside, making a noise. I hope you can't hear that. I hope it's not too loud. Look at my desk. It's so filthy. I need to clean it up. I've been doing so much crafting. I need to clean my glass mat. It's got a bit of glue and things all over it. That's what happens when you're doing a whole heap of swaps. So, all right. And of course, that block just had ink on the back of it, and I put it on my white. Anyway, all right, so let's ink up with I'm going to do this one first, and I want to make sure that there's no residual ink in this stamp, because nope, that one looks good. All right, so we've done 1 in the soft seafoam, and I'm also going to do 1 in our strawberry slush. So I'm going to clean that off. Now, my Stampin' Scrub is fantastic for cleaning my stamps. I swear by my Stampin' Scrub. Now, in your Stampin' Scrub, I don't know whether you can see this, whether you can see it on the camera up close. We have little raindrops here, and on this one, we have a sunshine. Can you see that? There's a sunshine there, and there's little raindrops there. That's to tell you that this is the wet side, and the sunshine is the dry side. And you can physically use this time and time again. And once you close that up, that stays wet and moist, and you don't have to keep spraying it all the time. So while you're crafting, you can spray it just a few times throughout a crafting session. All right, we're going to ink up now with our strawberry slush, and we are going to stamp that one down like so. Okay, so see how I've got some strawberry slush here? I'm actually going to use that strawberry slush to color this gorgeous image. So we're going to use our Wink of Stella. And for the people that are in our basic foundations of card making, they all learnt how to do this awesome coloring technique with their Wink of Stella throughout the month of April. Yes, April. So I'm just going to drop some of the Wink of Stella in there, and I'm going to pick up some of that strawberry slush. And then I'm going to go over my strawberry slush image. And we are going to get some strawberry slush in the middle of our gorgeous flowers. And what I tend to do is I tend to do the strawberry slush in the middle of the flower and then work my way out. The more, as you can see here, I've got quite a bit of, and I'm flicking some over that soft sea foam, but I've got quite a bit of Wink of Stella there on my block, and that's so that I get a really good colored image. I find that if you are quite skimpy with your Wink of Stella, then it's very hard to get it to really spread over your image. Okay, so I'm just going to do a little bit more just in the leaves. I didn't do it in the leaves on my swap, but I just decided that I wanted to do a little bit more in that one. All right, so we've got that. Now, when you have, I'm just going to run that on a blank piece of paper. I'm going to pick up, I'm going to grab my soft seafoam ink now, and I'm going to do my soft seafoam. Can you see here how drops of that Wink of Stella have gone there? You could physically do that with your Wink of Stella as well. So there's lots of things that you can do when you're colouring with your Wink of Stella. Whoop. Okay, so now I've got soft sea foam on the block, and I'm going to drop some soft sea foam in there. I'm going to pick up that, and we are going to go in and colour our soft sea foam flower with some soft sea foam. And you can really do it quite, sorry, I'm out of the camera view there. You can do it quite quickly. Like, you don't have to be too particular in how you color. I just normally like to start in the middle with the deepest of the color and work my way to the outside. And once that dries, you'll find it will have that hint of soft sea foam in the middle, and then you'll have that beautiful floral look, the beautiful glitter look all the way around on the outside. I'm going to leave the leaves white on that one. And once again, run that clear onto a scrap piece of paper, and then your Wink of Stella is back normal as ever. All right. Okay. So good morning, everyone. I can see quite a few of you jumping on. Please like and share the video and see how many people we can get on. This is my last crafting bash before I go away, my last hurrah. So I would love to see as many people as we possibly can get on. I'm going to put those aside and let them dry. I'm going to bring in our frames now. So we've got, I'm not going to use the center part, so I'm going to put those two aside. So I'm going to bring in my soft seafoam frames, and I'm also going to bring in my strawberry slush frames. I'm going to grab my piece mat again, and I do need a scrap piece of paper to go on there. So let me just grab a scrap piece of copy paper. Okay, so now I'm going to bring in the other stamp set. So instead of using, so I've used the large flower there to stamp. I'm now going to bring in this gorgeous stamp here, and I'm going to do a little bit of tone on tone stamping. So I'm going to use just the small frames here, and I'm going to do a little bit of tone on tone stamping. So I'm going to ink up with, I'm going to do soft seafoam first. Okay, so let's do the soft seafoam frame first. So I'm going to ink up with this gorgeous floral image here. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp around this frame. And this just turns this frame into like a beautiful vintage fine flower look, as you can see there. Okay, so it just changes up the frame totally by just adding that little bit of a stamped image on it. So, hey, Margie, welcome. All right, so now I'm going to clean that off, and I'm going to go back through with my strawberry slush and do the strawberry slush one. And I apologize for swapping between the two colors, but I wanted to do the two color scheme so you could see just the difference in I mean, I don't know how they're going to look when I do it. I'm going to see how they pan out when I'm finished. But all right, so I'm going to go through now, and I'm going to do the strawberry slush. And you'll probably see it a little bit more obvious on the strawberry slush here now because it's a deeper color compared to that soft sea foam. But you can see it gives a gorgeous vintage frame. which is really, really awesome. All right, so we've got that done for those. Now, I'm also going to bring in the inserts for the cards. Let me make sure that they are I think they're all the right sizes. So let's bring in 2 inserts for the cards. And I think I might do a combination here. Oops. I'm using that as my pierce mat instead of my pierce mat. Let's bring in the pierce mat. All right. Okay, so I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do soft seafoam for both of these, actually. So let's just do that and that, because I love the sentiment, and I think the sentiment will look really, really pretty in the pink. All right. I'm going to do this flower here, the corner flower. So I'm going to ink that up, and I'm going to stamp down here in this corner and down here in this corner. Okay. And then I'm going to take this awesome sentiment that says, wishing you love and happiness that lasts a lifetime. So I'm going to ink that up in our strawberry slush. And I'm just going to do it that it just touches that flower there. So I was talking about this on the weekend. It's really nice when you do things with card designs, that you do things that things touch instead of having things all spread out, that they actually touch. It just creates a more unified look. I think it's just really, really pretty. All right, so you're probably thinking, where in the world is she going with these cards? But anyway, let's do a hello in, I might do one in soft seafoam, and then I might do a couple in, so I've got to stand up for this to get on here and make sure I do it right in the right spot. So we've got soft seafoam. Then we might do, and I didn't clean because the strawberry slush is a way darker color. So let's do a couple in strawberry slush, because I don't know whether I'm going to do the soft seafoam on the front or whether I'm going to do the strawberry slush. But anyway, we will make that decision when the time comes. I just thought the sentiment might be a little bit better in a deeper color. All right, so now with those, I'm going to trim those. So I like to angle, and then straight. So angle and then straight. All right, so we have that. And I will pop those aside. So we've got that. We've got these 2 frames. We've got our stamped frames wherever I put them. Hopefully they're under there. Yes, they are. That. Okay, let's bring in the cut and emboss, and let's cut out these flowers now. So let's bring that in. We'll bring our cut and emboss back in. And once again, with our 1, 2, and 3 on here, I'm going to grab the die out of the Gallery Blooms set, and we will cut that out. There it is there. Now, as I said, if you are not a seasoned crafter and you're trying to line this up, you may like to, I'm going to change that plate. I'm going to put the flat one on the bottom. You may like to use a little bit of washi tape or something to hold these in place. I don't. I just hold my mouth right and hope that it's going to, hope that it's not going to move. And sometimes I just bend that, I sometimes just bend this too as well, like bend it a little bit so it's got a little bit of an arch in it, and it sits a little bit flatter on your image when you're popping it on there, if your plates are bowed like mine. So it's really important to keep rotating and turning those plates, flipping your plates and turning them over to stop them from bowing. The pressure in this machine is quite firm, and that's why your plates tend to bow. Okay, so we've got that one there in our soft seafoam. So look at that gorgeous image. All right. And then we've got, let's turn it around that way, our strawberry slush. There. Yeah, I typically don't like to use it. It's just another added job that I go without. And sometimes I regret it. Sometimes I think, oh, I maybe should have used it. And I mean, you can possibly see in this one, it has shifted a little bit here. I could run that through with the die again and shift it a little bit and cut off that outside edge. So I could actually put the die over here again and run it through again like so, and that will recut that edge a little bit. So we can do that. I'll show you how to do that because that sometimes can fix it. So it had a little bit of white on that edge that I didn't really need. And then running it through again, we have now cut that edge that was there. We've now cut that off. Okay, so you can actually do that too. If you muck up a little bit, there's always ways to fix it. So we've got these two gorgeous flowers ready to go. All right. Now I also want to cut a piece, and I think I'm going to do it with basic white today. On my design, I did it with a different color, but I think I'm going to do it with basic white, and I have a scrap of basic white over here that I still had left over. So let's cut a couple of pieces. I want them to be 3 inches by 5. So let's do 3 inches there and 3 inches there. And we'll rotate them and get them to be 5. And with our paper trimmer, you can cut 2 pieces together at once, which is awesome. So we've got 2 pieces at 3 inches by 5 inches. We are then going to take, now I had that, there it is. I was going to say, I had that folder here, the embossing folder that I've used. I don't know, I always get myself in such a mess, even when I'm doing my live videos. And I had this already planned and ready to go, and I still have things everywhere. So let me pop a few things away. All right, so we've got those. I've got this embossing folder here. If anyone can care to tell me what the name of it is, go right ahead. Because at the moment, off the top of my head, I can't even think of what it would be. And now my issue is where that embossing, oh, there it is there, in behind my printer. Okay, so we're going to use, actually, no, I don't think we do. I think it's a thin one. It is a thin one, so I don't need to. I was trying to get my grey impressions plate, but I only need 2, like number 3 and number 3. All right, so let's grab 2 of those plates. Now I can do 2 of these pieces at once. I have, because I've been doing this with my swaps. I've been doing 2 at once. So there you go. It's Damas. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Jill. Thank you, Sue. Thank you. I'm glad you all know. I've been so busy, I haven't even got to learn the names of things just right at this moment. And I know I keep saying that I'm busy, but I have been very, very busy. All right. So we've got them in there. Just want to make that nice and level. Okay. So we've got them in there. Oh, I want that to come down a bit. Okay, so we've got that, and then we're going to put another number 3 plate over the top. So we've got the number 1 plate underneath. We've got the number 3 plate underneath. We've got our embossing folder with our cardstock in it, and then we have a number 3 plate over the top as well. We're going to run that through, and that's going to give us these gorgeous embossed layers. Okay, so that and that. I might end up doing this and wish I did them all in these colors, but anyway, it is what it is. All right, so let's bring in, so we've got 2 of these. We've got the inserts done. We've got the bit on the front done. We've got that. Okay, so let's bring in our card bases now, and we will fold those card bases in half. and burnish. And I'm so like, this fingernail is just about ready to come off, and I'm trying to hang out to do my fingernails as close as I can towards going away, because I'm going to be away for 4 weeks. So I need them to last the whole time I'm away. So I'm like hanging, trying to not do them until possibly Saturday or Sunday, or even Friday. I probably will end up doing them Friday. I'm heading down to mum and dad's probably tomorrow, I think. All right. And that's when my holiday will start. All right. So now you may be thinking, what is she going to do on the front of these cards with all of these elements? So what I actually did is so we're going to do one in the, we could change it up. Could we do it like this? I'm wondering, could we do it like this, that we do one like that, and then one like that? Oh, I think I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to do one like that, one like that, one like that. And we could possibly put the pink flower on that one and the green flower on that one. What do you think? What do you think? That's what I think I'm going to do. I was going to do all one color, but then all one color, I don't know. Actually, let's make that decision. Do we want to do it like that we have alternate colors? Or do we want to do it all one color, that we swap that over and that over? We go like that. Tell me what your thoughts are. All one color or mixture? So just type into the comments, all one color or mixture. Do I go to bed? Sometimes I wonder about that, Sue. I really do. So we do all one color or the mixture. I don't mind the mixture, to tell you the truth. I think the mixture looks quite nice, but it's up to you. All one color or the mixture. And all one color or the mixture. Let me get those right. That goes like that, that goes like that, and that goes like that. Okay, so we have mixture. Okay, mixture. Everyone likes the mixture. Yeah, okay, mix it up. Everyone likes the mixture. All right, let's do the mixture. All right, so what we're going to do here first, we're going to take those off. I'm going to use my liquid glue, and we are going to adhere that frame going, how did I do it? That way, that way, that way. So that way, that way. Yeah, okay, so that way. Yes, that way first. So I'm just putting them on an angle, but you'd have to straighten every piece. I know, but straightening every piece is then they all go together. They physically all go together, and you need to see them be different. Because all doing them straight, you go like this, see? And it just doesn't look the same. Like it just, yeah. Anyway, yeah, some people aren't into angles. I don't mind angles at times. Okay, so now with this one, I'm going to go the opposite angle, like so. And then this one here, I'm going to go back the other way. So we're going to go like that. Okay. And then I'm going to add my flower. Now, I could possibly pop this up, but for the swaps, I didn't pop it up. I actually popped it. I had it down. I've done my swaps totally different colors and everything to this, but similar design. So you're getting sort of a sneak peek of it. All right, and then I put a block on there, okay, to make that adhere down. So now let's do this second one. So we're going to go that. that. And as soon as I get off this video, I have to go and mow my lawn. So I think I might go and mow the lawn and get that job done first. And then come back in after I've mowed the lawn and get back into my swaps. All right, that one. Sue, so the stamps and dies are both the Gallery Bloom and the Beautiful Motives. So it's out of the Gallery suite, but it is, yeah, the Gallery Blooms and the Beautiful Motives both mixed together. All right, so we're doing that. Then, of course, we bring in the frame, which will go that way. And then, of course, we're going to do our soft seafoam flower over the top. Okay. And that way. And then the issue that I had was, what am I going to use as the ribbon? Because of having to do 26, I needed to make sure that I had enough ribbon. So I have actually, just had to choose the ribbon that I had to be able to do it. But today, I'm actually going to use my favorite ribbon, because I didn't have enough to do the other one. So I'm just going to have to choose the favorite one that I normally do. So, okay, so let's pop that one aside. This one has probably adhered down, which it has. Now, I mean, let me know, do we want to do the strawberry slush hello, or do we want to do the soft seafoam hello on this one? I'm assuming strawberry slush is definitely going to go on this one over here. That one. But do we do the soft seafoam or the strawberry slush? Oh God, I know. I would normally put super glue under the fingernail, but I'm ready to do them, so I'm happy for it to come off. But it's just holding on. Probably by the time I mow the lawn, it'll be gone. So everyone's saying strawberry slush for both. Strawberry slush. I mean, there's the there's the difference between the two. Like, let's just do that and that. Okay, everyone's saying I like the seafoam on that one because it matches the frame. That's what I was thinking, Kathy. I'm with you on that one. Dimity's saying soft seafoam, but everybody else said strawberry slush. I just feel like strawberry slush, it gets lost with the flower, but, you know. Looks like everyone's gone strawberry slush. So, Kathy, you and I voted out. Dimity, you and I voted out. Everyone voted the strawberry slush. So, we're going to have to go that way because that's the way they voted. All right. So, I'm just going to add that hello. So, obviously, we're going to do strawberry slush. Matthew's saying he likes the soft seafoam. Well, there's 3 of us that do it. 4 of us that do it now. But anyway, we got to go with the consensus. Okay, so we've got that one, and then of course this one we will do there. All right, so we've got that. Now hang around, everyone. I'm going to do my prize giveaway as well. So I definitely want you to hang around and make sure that you see if you're one of the lucky winners. So for liking and sharing my video. So everybody, you need to like and share the video right now. All right. So while we're letting those dry, I'm just going to bring in, who wants a sneak peek of all the catalog launch party projects? I did a quick sneak peek the other day, but I'm feeling like I want to do a whole sneak peek. So, so the other day I created a gorgeous card. I think I've put it in there as well. Okay, so on Monday, I created this gorgeous card, and that was using the gorgeous products that we're using in our catalog launch party. So it's not too late to jump in on my catalog launch party. It's a craft along catalog launch party, so it is designed that you will be able to craft along. I've shared all of the measurements and all of the instructions. You've got a video tutorial for every single card, and there is 10, actually every project, sorry, I should say project, because there's some different projects in there. For all 10 projects, it costs $85. There is an international viewer option as well. So if you are international and you want to get in on the action, then definitely you can scan that QR code. There is an international option as well. All right, so this is a card that I created. I was so excited with these sweets. So I was using the petal pretty florals, and the sweet blooms is what I've been using for the catalog launch party. Now, for the catalog launch party, for the people in Australia, when you pay your $85, you're going to get a whole pack of the designer series paper. You're going to get a whole pack of the in color flat pearls, which I have here on my desk. I can show you. I've got some that have been used. So the in color flat pearls. You're also going to get a roll of this gorgeous gold stripe trim. Plus you're going to get a pack of the A4 in color cardstock. So you're going to have everything other than basic white cardstock and ink to be able to recreate these projects. Now, there is an option that you can purchase these bundles on top of the catalog launch. There is add-ons that you can actually add the 2 bundles on if you want, and you can also add the ink pad colors on if you want as well. All right, so let's just bring in. So this was one that I actually did. So really by rights, you're getting 11 designs, because you can come back to my YouTube video from yesterday and see this design here that I did yesterday, and you can recreate that one as well. Let me grab them out. All right, so so here's one card, and I'm going to do it very quickly. There's one card. Gorgeous. Okay. Here's another gorgeous card. We created a cute little box, and I gave you my never fail method for creating a cute little box. Another card. Cute as. All right. Another card. Cute as, very simple and very nice. Another card. This one's a fun fold. Another card. Told you it was going to be a quick sneak peek. We also created one of these little bags. Now, I've created 2 of them because I had one as a sample. These cute little treat bags. Cute. I've given you all the measurements to be able to do that. And this is the star of the show, and this is from my lovely friend Fiona. She actually did one of these, and I was like so amazed with it that I was like, I so want to do that in my catalog launch party, because it was a really, really awesome project. I'm just doing the bow up so you can see it with the bow done up, and then we'll open it up. Okay, so here, this is a mini brag book. I'm going to show it quickly. All right, now I'm going to show you when you open it up. Okay, this. Then we've got some decorated pieces on here. And you can put photos in it. You can make it into a gorgeous card. But I absolutely loved when Fiona showed how to do this, that I was like, so that's compliments of Fiona Carson. That was her design. So there you go. They are the 10 projects that you'll be doing. Plus you can come back and you can recreate that one from my live video. So scan the QR code there on the screen to register and sign up. It's not too late. All of it's going to get launched on the 10th. So the videos will be available. It's in a private Facebook group, but also too, if you're not on Facebook, if you're only a YouTube viewer, you can actually check it out on YouTube, because I will be doing some unlisted videos for the people that have registered. So the only ones that get access to it, though, unfortunately, are the people that have registered. Christine, you can't wait. Well, it's all ordered. Your stuff is all ordered, so it's on its way. All right. So let's just pop these inserts. So how pretty is that for the insert? And I think it goes really, really nice with both cards. So we've got that for the insert there. And we'll do the second one. Now I've got 2 more cards that I've created like this now. Okay. So yeah, my swap is a totally different color scheme and everything compared to this. Okay, there. All right. Now, of course, we all know it needs ribbon and bling for sure. So I think for the ribbon that I'm going to use on these ones, I'm going to use one of my popular favorite ribbons. Instead of the gold, I'm going to use the silver. I thought could look quite nice. So this gorgeous silver edge trim, and there's some sticky something on there. Looks like a glue dot. Let's see when we tie our bow where that ends up. It could end up right where it needs to be. All right, let's go like that. If it's going to go somewhere. No, it's going to go out in the, I'm going to cut it. It's going to go out in to where the bow is, and I don't want that to happen. Let's get rid of that bit. All right, let's go again. Oh, Christine, don't you worry. I am definitely going to, can't wait. Very excited to be a part of it. Oh, Christine, both Christines, you're both going to love it. There's 2 Christines in the group. Now, I will be possibly sending out an email, hopefully today, with a link to the Facebook group. And for the people that I'm friends with on Facebook, I can actually just invite you directly from Facebook as well. So I will try both avenues, but there will be hopefully an email going out today when I get the opportunity to get sit down in front of the computer after I've done a few more of my jobs. Yes, Linda, it's a part of the catalog launch party. Sorry, that's an exclusive project to the catalog launch party. Yeah. But in the catalog launch party, you do actually get all of the measurements and how to do it, a video showing you how to put it together. All right. So we have that and we have that. So I'm going to do a gorgeous bow on both of those. And I think I've got these gorgeous embellishments sitting here. And these are the pecan, I think they're called pecan and clear or whatever ribbon embellishments. I'm not sure whether they are still, let me see if they're still available. I'm just going to check on the online store and see if they are still available. These were gorgeous. I think they were on the last chance products. So let me see. Pecan. Let me see if oh, come on. Give me. Nothing seems to be working today. They are still on the last chance products. They're called Pecan Pie and Clear Ribbon Adhesive Back Dots, and they're only $9. They're reduced from $15 to $9. So, and they are gorgeous. I absolutely, Merlene said that they were last night. They're gorgeous. I love them. And see, I think that the clear ones will be perfect for this project. So let me grab some of those. So with that, I just want to pop. I'm just probably going to do 2. I know I normally tell people to do 3, but by the time I put the bow on, I think 2 will be enough. So let's go there. Now I've got it stuck to my desk. Why does that happen? Okay, there and there. And then we'll grab glue dot for our bow. Sorry, I have a device here that's not obviously on silent that keeps making noises. I seem to be getting messages left, right, and center this morning, and I'm not quite sure why. Everyone's messaging me on Facebook. Okay, so we're going to put those 2 ribbons on there. And then, of course, you all know me, a spritzing of Wink of Stella, even though we've got our flowers that are gorgeous, but I think the spritzing just really takes it to a whole new level. So let's go like that, and possibly a little bit on our flowers. in there. Okay, and this one. Okay. And there you have it. What do you think? 2 gorgeous cards. Sorry, let me get that QR code out of the way. 2 gorgeous cards showing you how awesome you can just change up the color scheme and get 2 totally different looking cards. So there you go. That is my last crafty session before I head away. So I'm so glad that I could come and hang out with you all this morning. Thank you for being a part of my journey with Stampin' Up, because I couldn't do it without all of you people that follow me. So thank you very much. And happy crafting. For the people that follow me on Facebook, I'm going to share as much as I can of our trip and our travels. So there won't be any crafting for a while, but I will definitely be sharing all of our trials and tribulations of our tripping around. My daughter even sent me a message this morning going, "Not long now." We're starting to get excited. So, yeah, I know. Colleen just said, "I'm going to miss you." I know. You're in Florida and it's hot. Well, that's good, because I've put all summer clothing in, Kathy. So I'm so happy that you have told me that, because I've had people telling me that it's miserable weather over there and that we're going to the water park and it's going to be miserable weather. But I'm so glad that you've told me that it's hot in Florida. So thank you very much. No worries. No worries. Just what you needed for your birthday. Well, have a lovely birthday, Matthew. Enjoy your day. And I will see you all again when I get